When you are glowing up, you are learning to love yourself. When you start to take care of your health better, you want to improve the quality of your sleep. You are taking actions to, improve your financial situation, improve your looks and overall life. These are some people that you need to be in the lookout for, because if you have them around, it cannot happen. You cannot sail the boat when the it is still attached to the what do we say, it's that pole on the shore, because it will not let it sail. So in order for the boat to sail, you have to take out that armor that is attaching it to the shore. Likewise, you gotta release those people that are holding you back. They are like that pole that still attaching you to your old life. And the idea of them, sometimes we let the people go, but the idea is still there. We romanticize a life with them, and it is so true. The kind of people, 5 people that we surround ourselves with, we become like them. Okay, so be with me till the end of the video, because you're going to learn a lot. Okay, I am Jyoti, your spiritual bestie, your spiritual guide, and I would like you to subscribe to my channel. Look at these beautiful earrings I made from my own hand. You can check them out in the link description. So let's begin the video. As we all know, that when we begin this path of healing, when we move into it, what is healing? Healing is just recognizing the wound, meaning, where was I not loved properly? What was missing for me? Was it encouragement that was missing for me? Was it, good relationships, warmth was missing for me? Lot of us grew up in dysfunctional homes where, we were not seen, we were not understood. We never felt like, someone is really connected to our emotions, or there was so much of violence, sexual abuse, verbal abuse that was there, or we were neglected. So when we grow up in this kind of homes, we make it mean that this is okay, like abuse is okay. In the relationships, we can, it's all fights, and we learn a very toxic idea of relationship, and we feel like, okay, that is love, and that's the reason for depression. Because we have learned very unhealthy ways of relationships, and that's our primary relationship, meaning our relationship with our parents and the people that we grew up around. If we in order to have relationship with them, we have to constantly hide our truth. We have to constantly please them. All these patterns really deeply confuses us about life. And then when we grew up with these kind of patterns, we start to be with people romantically or platonically, like friendship or romantic. We repeat the pattern, whatever was there in our childhood, we repeat it. So healing is recognizing those patterns and learning new ways of having relationships, new ways of taking care of our health, new ways of being in this world. A lot of times when we have grown up in dysfunctional homes, we may see that the adults around us, when they are stressed, what they are doing, eating. When they are angry, what they are doing, throwing things around. When there is conflict or there is some confusion, instead of talking it out, everybody is processing it by eating food. So now in our adulthood, we start to process these feelings and emotions by eating, by junk or other bad habits, by smoking, by alcohol. So when we learn new ways of being, we learn how to process these feelings in a healthier way, which is journaling, therapy, meditation, taking walk in nature, slowly being open to the guidance. In this journey, you gotta have support. We cannot do it alone. I could not have done it alone if I was not being guided by my mentors. God was always there. There was higher power, but I had to remain open to teachers and mentors. At the same time, doing my own meditation, having that connection with God, and my intuition guided me to right mentors, which I'm very grateful for. You cannot do it alone. Okay, it's not about you cannot. You do not have to do it alone. Other idea that we got from our like dysfunctional homes, that we have to do it alone, but we don't have to. We deserve help, we deserve support. You deserve help, you deserve support. Anyway, coming back to the main topic of the video, what kind of people that we should stay away from. So we recreate those patterns, and same energetic dynamics keep repeating in our relationships. But as you start to learn more about yourself, you're gonna have to choose better people. If you are surrounded with people who have bad habits, who don't love yourself, and you can see that they will have all kind of destructive behavior, and whenever if you are around those people, you will not be able to, if they are in your friend circle, you will not be able to hone on your craft, to grow in your career or in the skill that you want to learn. I had to let people go to come into my creative skills, to my intuitive gifts. Had I still been surrounding with myself with people that I used to hang out in my college, in my school days, it was hard to let them go, but I promise you, like, it was worth it. And I also assure you that if you are still hanging out with those people, you will not be able to move forward. It is not possible. Okay, I gave you the example that if a boat is still attached like to the shore, like the armor is still attached to the pole on the shore, the boat will not be able to sail. Okay, if you are still attached with them or keeping contacts with them, oh my god, that's not going to happen. You gotta limit it. Like in the beginning, you gotta be like really focus all your energy into what you want to be, sleeping on time, correcting your diet, the craft that you are learning, journaling, and do all of that, so that in the first place you don't have time to hang out with them. But at the same time, though there's this loneliness, sadness that will come along with it, because even though they may not have been good people for you, healthy for you in your overall well-being, you were with them for a very long time, so you're going to feel sad in those moments. This is what helps: feeling your feelings and still doing the right thing, feeling that sadness, being able to feel it and still not going back to that person. This skill helps a lot. Like, this skill makes you superhuman, feeling your feelings and still doing the right thing. You can feel tempted to eat that whatever food, but then you are on you on abs, so you gotta say no to them. Okay, you can feel the temptation. So and another, first, people the people who are self-destructive, they're doing drugs, they're there is no routine, they have no focus, and these people they're going to bringing so much drama into your life. Oh my god, there's going to be so much confusion, drama, you genuinely, your sleep will get totally messed up, really totally messed up, because there's no clarity. There is mind games in these kind of relationships. And I'm not saying you hate them, I'm saying make distance, because none of us, we all have some traits. Okay, we all have some traits that we are not proud of, because we grew up in a dysfunctional world and we learned dysfunctional things. Okay, so it is not our fault and it is not their fault either, but we gotta become aware of the dynamic and make better choice, because now we know better, so we gotta do better. We gotta choose to not play in those dynamics, those confusing dynamics. And I know it's very unknown how love feels like, how peace in relationship feels like, because we don't know that. All we know is abuse, violence, chaos, mind games, jealousy. So learning new ways of relationship is going to happen slowly for us, but first we gotta let go. Okay, we gotta let go, and it is a process. Grieving and feeling that sadness and feeling that anger, and give yourself space and time to heal, becoming aware and grieving. Give yourself time for that. You can also book a one-on-one session with me, very, very powerfully. Let me do that again. You can also book a one-on-one session with me, a very powerful 90-minute session to process your feelings and to get intuitive guidance. For me, in my one-on-one session, I channel your higher self and also your traumatized self, that give us the clarity where you need to work upon the most. And it's a very healing session. I would really like you, if you are looking for support, to enroll yourself in, and a link is in the description. So you gotta give yourself time and space to heal, and slowly new people will find, like, you will find the joy, love. Universe is going to deliver that to you. And if you are stuck between, like, okay, why do I have to go through this and all of that, I understand this confusion and frustration. You gotta get your journal and write it all down. I used to, on my journal, write like, hey God, I'm so fucking mad at you. I feel like you are some evil dictator who will first puts people in the problem, then also helps them getting out of the problem, so that they can be dependent upon you. You are creating that codependent relationship with us by keeping us trapped in this cycle. I'm so fucking angry at you. I literally took all of my anger, all of hurt, everything on the paper, and oh my God, you gotta do it for yourself. You gotta do it for yourself. That is how you heal your relationship with larger universe itself. Because then when we go through so much of dysfunction, violence, chaos, abuse in our childhood, we start to believe that this universe, whatever God or whatever it is, it's against us. So that healing is very powerful, and it's going to happen for you. If you're coming across me, definitely, because we become that, as I mentioned, the people we hang out with. And I have already, so if you I have already done that kind of work. So if you have been watching my videos, oh my God, you're about to level up. And when I let go of my old friends, people who had lot of self-destructive habits, I used to be at that time I didn't have right people. So then I used to be surrounded with books and courses and sessions of the people that I really liked, that my mentors who had good advice for me. So that is one of the ways you can surround yourself or be in the energy of high vibration, through books, courses, podcasts, videos of the people who really inspire you. And as I mentioned, that yes, of course, we all have some traits, okay, that we are all not proud of, because we learned them from our dysfunctional environment. You gotta focus on your journey. Sometimes we want to be kind and we want to help people and we want to be there for them, but if you are not doing emotionally okay, you cannot take care of others. And you gotta know, if you have the energy for it, time and space for other person, of their emotions, you gotta be very, very clear. And there's nothing wrong when you choose yourself. I know you have a very good heart. I know you don't want to hurt anybody. And sometimes your no will hurt other person, but that is in the highest good of them as well. Like if something is not good for you, it is not good for them either. So when you say no and it may hurt them in the moment, it might be hurting them, but in the long run it is very helpful. I remember, one of my friend, I asked her for a favor and she said no for it, and in that moment I was like, seriously? But after 20 minutes I realized, because she said no, because it was not in alignment with her and she didn't have the energy to help me in that way, after 20 minutes I got the news that that thing is not happening, whatever I was needing her favor for. And I realized it's because she said no energetically, it just also helped me, because it just is like that. When something is not good for you, or any times, I have said no because something is not good for me, even though the other person was angry with me in the moment, later on they also realized like, hey, thank God she said no for it. Okay, so yeah, be okay with like people being angry at you in the moment when you are honoring yourself. And some people are going to take advantage of you. Okay, they're not your friend, they are just there to have what you want, to have what you got. Okay, they just either you are too empathetic, so they just need your empathy. They don't care how you feel, they will not care about it. And those people, those kind of relationship will end up making you feel resented. And when you are feeling resented, of course you will not be able to have fun, be joyful, etc., etc. And you gotta be very careful, because these kind of people, what they will do, they will just learn about you, like, oh, what you like little bit, and they will give you that, just not because they love you, not because they want the best for you, not because they have your highest good at their heart, but because they just want to lure you in just enough so that you are with them and you can give them your energy, your precious time. That's all that they are there for. Okay, you gotta leave these kind of people in their own fucking shit. Just leave them in their own fucking shit. If they learn their lesson, if they need to learn their lesson, God will teach them. It is not your job, and be unapologetically let them go. Okay, no, do not invite them to your house, do not give them space in your life, like fucking block them off your contact, because you are so pure and beautiful. So you gotta not give your energy to these people who poisons it. You gotta share it with some people who respect it, honor it, cherish it. And you are on the path of creating safer, loving, warm relationships for yourself, and they only happen when both of the people have best interest of each other, like they want really the best for you. So even when you are saying no to them, they will be okay, because they understand, okay, yeah, it's not good for her, so it's not even good for me. They would like to create win-win scenarios with you. So if any relationship wherein you feel like you are giving too much, First of all, why are you giving too much? Stop it. I know this habit. I had this habit. You know, I used to steal money from my aunt's wallet when I was very young and give it to people in my school, girls in my school, so that they can just hang out with me. And that pattern continued in my adulthood also, that I would give my time, energy to people just so that they can be with me. But later I learned I don't have to do anything to. I am amazing. Like it was just like I'm so fucking wonderful. It was just a knowing like what a gold I am, and why am I even like. Then I was like puking. Like literally, it was just a feeling of puking. Like oh my god, because over giving and neglecting yourself really poisons us from within. Anyway, stay away from self-destructive people. Stay away from people who just want to take advantage of you. Stay away from people who manipulate you by, doing all these mind games with you. And you gotta pray, like say this prayer, like God, I intend for every relationship of mine to reflect you. Like when I say every relationship, I mean relationship with parents, relationship with friends, relationship with clients, relationship with, social media. What kind of relationship you have with social media? Are you using social media to judge other people? Are you using social media to, throw shade on other people? Excuse me. So when we say like, okay God, I intend for every relationship of mine to reflect you, it's like every relationship will have purity, will have open communication, will have clean energy. So set an intention for that. It's really helpful, okay? And then that energy is going to start to leave our life. And a lot of times, yes, every person is us, that we, even if someone is like really pissing us off, that we are them, okay? But we don't have to use it an analogy to keep enabling that behavior. First we need to let go, and then slowly we will learn what in us was inviting that kind of energy, what in us was available for that energy. And most of the time it is low self-worth and low self-esteem. So heal that, okay? And my painting, this beautiful painting of mine, keeping this around really boosts our confidence, heals our self-esteem a lot. It says taking a leap of faith on myself. And wow, this painting is very powerful. When you keep this around, your energy, your life levels up, your confidence and your strength, your bravery levels up. I have another painting called I am safe, I am supported. You can check that out in the description. When you keep that around, there is a lot of peace and ease and calmness will start to come into your life. You can keep these kind of paintings in your office, in your home, in your child's room, in your own room. It will create such a positive environment and beautiful environment. Thank you for being here. I love you. I'm here for you. Everything is in the description. Also, if my messages are helpful, you can donate. I love to receive the money.